3 ways indie hackers can take advantage of deep research. For tech startups in general, deep research might prove a useful tool for detailed market research and business planning. Indie hackers tend to move quickly and work with smaller budgets. Deep research is probably the best AI product to come out for indie hackers and developers. It replaces the need for an analyst. You can do everything, a lot of things for yourself, such as finding new business ideas, researching content ideas if you're into making blogs. My name is Rami Pruitt. I am a ex-FANG software engineer. I've worked for companies like Google, Dell, Amazon, and Twitch. And today I have a very special video for you. If you guys did not know, ChatGPT has released a new project called Deep Research, which is the ability to have their AI models go and do research for an hour in order to figure something out. And so this is huge because the AI models have to give answers within two seconds. And they have reasoning models that can think up to 8 seconds. But what they have seen is that when they are able to think for an hour to give you a solution, when they're able to do research, they're able to give better, more accurate answers. Elon Musk complained about how there aren't any good benchmarks, right? They're way too easy. Somebody has created a super hard benchmark. He has asked experts in every single field from math in a various range of topics in order to provide a benchmark that will signify when AI is better than any human expert on the earth. And in that benchmark, Deep Research O3 Mini has scored a 26%. All right, so I found the exam. So it's Humanities' last exam, paper review. And as you can see, the accuracy for all the models has been bad until Deep Research, which has scored 26%. So Humanities' last exam represents a significant leap in AI benchmark designed to challenge even the most advanced language models. OpenAI's Deep Research agent recently achieved a remarkable 26% accuracy on a brutal, difficult test, more than double the previous best scores of 10%. This achievement underscores both the rapid progress in AI capabilities and the extreme difficulty of the exam itself. The development of HLE, or Humanities' last exam, addresses a growing concern in the AI community: benchmark saturation, as state-of-the-art language models consistently achieve over 90% accuracy on once challenging benchmarks like MMLU. The ability to precisely measure and compare AI capabilities has become limited. The saturation effects has necessitated the creation of more demanding evaluations that can meaningfully assess the rapid improvements in LLM capabilities, particularly at the frontiers of human knowledge. Humanities' last exam serves as this purpose by presenting questions that push the boundaries of AI reasoning and knowledge across various expert-level domains, providing a more accurate gauge of AI progress in areas where even human experts struggles. The methodology behind Humanities' last exam represents a significant leap in AI benchmarking designed to address the limitations of existing tests that have become too easy for advanced language models, with LLMs routinely scoring at 90% on conventional benchmarks. Humanities' last exam was created to push the boundaries of AI capabilities and provide more accurate measures of true intelligence. So I want to take a minute to just talk about what this means for us. This exam will undercut AGI, right? I've heard people say if they can score above 50% on this test, then we are at AGI. These questions are not just something that you would find at a college. These are world-class professors providing the hardest questions in their domain. And being able to solve any one of these questions would mean a lot. So with the LLM having the ability to think for hours instead of just 5 minutes, we've seen a tremendous increase in tasks. And I think it's only going to get more. Like, imagine what the LLMs are going to be able to do when they're thinking for months. This is big because imagine every single human being has experts in every field able to help them with whatever task they need. I think we're getting closer and closer to AGI, and I know people have talked about that it's possible within the next 5 years. And I think this exam will provide a significant point with where human beings are no longer useful as domain experts anymore. With that being said, we can finally get into the article about what this is going to mean for indie hackers. If you don't know what an indie hacker is, it's generally a solo developer trying to create a business with software. It's something that you want to pay attention to. Just like we have indie films and independent filmmakers, we're going to see a lot more people being able to create software and businesses with these AIs by themselves. So let's get into the article. What OpenAI's new deep research agent means for indie hackers. Deep research compiles highly technical reports using upgraded web search skills, and here's how it works and how indie hackers can take advantage. Deep research compiles highly technical reports using upgraded web search skills. It's only available via ChatGPT's interface with no word on the API. 3 areas where deep research might prove useful for indie hackers are idea generation, content creation, and workflow automation. Pro users outside of Europe get limited access from today, with Plus and Team users next in line. So this is huge. I didn't even think about that, right? Like, imagine you have the ability to call an API in order to do some research for you on behalf of your users. Like, I don't know what idea would come up, but I think the way that we have been thinking about software over the past 20 years has to change, because the new tools that we have today are just so much more powerful than they were in the past. And so, just 3 days after launching a new reasoning model, OpenAI has dropped another product, an agent that can autonomously browse the web to compile daily reports. Deep research addresses a long-standing limitation of AI models that struggle to produce comprehensive reports on technical subjects. OpenAI says its new agent can scour the web for niche details, changing tact as it goes to improve its search in response to data it finds. The result, the company claims, are reports to compare those of professional research analysts, and except they take minutes, not hours. So yeah, like, I think it sounds like the job of an analyst is going to be over as soon as this is released, or I'm not going to say it's over or obsolete, but they're going to have to start. They're going to have to start using these tools in order to do more work and bring more value to customers or businesses. But we're not going to. Yeah, it's obvious to me that we're not going to need as many analysts in the future as we once did. It's designed for scientific, medical, and other technical use cases, but early users have used it to produce everything from dissertation-length reports on Tolstoy Wars and Peace, I don't even know how to pronounce that, to list of financial regulations and public company filings. So yeah, like, imagine people being able to turn in PhD level dissertations in hours, right? Like, in the past, we've had humanitarian degrees where people have created PhDs on topics that were extremely in-depth, but we're no longer going to need that in the future. It's going to be so much more easier to compile that with AI. And so, yeah, it's a challenging time to be a human being as we try to figure out exactly what we're going to do. They have a quote here. OpenAI just launched autonomous research agents, deep research. We've been testing out for a few days, and it's like a bazooka for the curious mind. Give it a question and will autonomously search the web and provide sources and compile answers. By the way, I only think that you can get only 10 deep research per month. I might be misquoting that. I'll look it up in a minute. How does deep research work? AI models typically struggle to write well-researched long-form responses. Think detailed market reports or academic literature reviews. Part of the problem is they usually search the web once, purely based off query of user provided. Unlike standard web-connected LLMs, deep research uses a chain of thought process to produce better reports. It also asks clarifying questions right at the start to clarify exactly what a user wants it to find. Then it searches the web repeatedly as it puts together its response, shaping the structure and content on the basis of its data it finds. It's essentially a version of upcoming O3 reasoning model equipped with the ability to search the web repeatedly. And some Python analysis skills, it takes a while to deliver a report, up to 30 minutes, in fact, but OpenAI says humans will take hours to come up with something similar. How to use deep research. Users with access to deep research button beneath ChatGPT's regular prompt input box select the box, and the agent will receive the prompt. Initially, the agent will follow up with clarifying questions to improve the prompt and ensure it knows exactly what the user wants it to write. The agent will get to work scouring the internet for text, images, PDFs it can read and analyze. Depending on the query, results can take anything from 30 minutes to appear, but interested users can view progress updates by opening the sidebar. As you can see in the image above, let's see, yeah, okay. OpenAI claims deep research gives state-of-the-art results on several academic-focused benchmarks, but is still prone to errors, so you should double-check any facts it cites before using or use in its reports in your business. The company says DeepSeek less likely to make mistakes than what are they saying about DeepSeek? The company says DeepSeek less likely to make mistakes than older solutions, but it still hallucinates and it struggles to distinguish fact from rumors. It also can't really convey uncertainty, so it will likely sound confident in its finding even when it shouldn't. I definitely noticed that, like when I've been coding, like I remember asking an AI exactly like, hey, if you don't know the answer to this, like, let me go to bed. And it was all like, yeah, I know the answer to this. And oh my goodness. But what I was saying was that when I was, these LLMs are still known to hallucinate. They'll say things with so much confidence that they have no idea what they're talking about. And so, but I do think this is a step in the right direction towards AGI systems. But I don't know. When I think about AGI, I like to think about like new inventions being discovered easily and diseases being cured rapidly. That's when I'll say we're in an AGI era. But yeah, let's get back into the report. Reports may give you a useful window into new markets, but they cannot be treated as facts. They may affect its utility as the engine behind reported writing businesses should an API eventually become available. 3 ways indie hackers can take advantage of deep research. For tech startups in general, deep research might prove a useful tool for detailed market research and business planning. Indie hackers tend to move quickly and work with smaller budgets. So 3 areas of concern that are common to communities are coming up with ideas, creating content, automatic workflows. Here are the ways deep research can help in these areas. Generating business ideas. Deep research can skillfully scan websites, forum, and databases and cover niche markets and emerging trends. Indie hackers can use it to spot untapped opportunities and quickly validate ideas by gathering competitor data, using opinions and market stats, providing a fast first look at startup potential. So yeah, that's important. Like I can't tell you guys how much like information is the difference between people who make money and who don't. Number 2, optimize content creation. For creators running newsletters, blogs, and YouTube channels, deep research, like me, deep research serves as a rich data, fresh angle, and little known statistics. This will let indie hackers craft engaging evidence-backed content that stands out and builds trust with their audience. That's cool. I haven't tried using deep research to make content, but I'll definitely get into it. Automating workflows. By acting as an on-demand research assistant, deep research automates tasks like competitor analysis and trend monitoring. I see indie hackers integrating it with tools like Zapier and Notion to free up time. Yeah, I can see creating reports. I would like to save the report to Notion. I'm going to be coming out with some automation tools for that, so you guys can have workflows for Notion or whatever tool that you're using. But who can access deep research today? Deep research will roll out to the pro subscribers today with Plus and Teams users expected to get access in about a month's time. That's it. That is, unless they live in Europe. Like OpenAI's first agent operator, it is not clear when deep research will be available in the European Union, UK, and the European Economic Area. The territorial-wide blocker is likely because of restriction in EU recent AI Act. OpenAI says it hopes to eventually bring this product to the region, but doesn't give a timeline. Okay, so there you guys have it. Deep Research is probably the best AI product to come out for indie hackers and developers. It replaces the need for an analyst. You can do everything, a lot of things for yourself, such as finding new business ideas, researching content ideas if you're into making blogs, as well as automating your workflows. Because this will eventually be an API, other businesses can use this within their business ideas. I don't know if I can think of an idea right now, but this is huge. The way that we're thinking about the internet, the way that we have provided business value for other people, this is going to change dramatically over the next few years as we are integrating these products into business ideas. Things that we have never thought possible are available today. It is the best era to be a indie hacker or somebody that wants to develop products, because there's so much. Instead of needing an organization or team of 100 people, in the future, you might only need a team of 5 people. And so let me know in the comments, what are you going to be using Deep Research to do in your career or your business? But other than that, I'll say goodbye. Deuces.